Hello everyone, in our today's video I'm gonna introduce with you one of the very best Tailwind templates, the commits. As you see, this is the overall template and it's have that left panel and the right panel. In the left panel you're gonna have a little bit of the banner section where you can also put in that email, and you can also put all your social link over here. If you click, that will redirect me to my channel list. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And this the right portion, this is pretty cool with this scrollable pattern, and you see this small zigzag design is over here, and this actually written is with that markdown language, with that MDX. Actually this is very cool. I was not written in that language, but this is very fantastic. If you just feel free to just having a roundup over here, and you will understand how very easy to adapt that one. So this is, I think this is very helpful if you're writing your code in React. And to have that template, if you want to acquire the template, you need to go to the Tailwind CSS. Inside that components, as you see that a portion which called the templates, let's click on the templates and you're gonna see the other like spotlight, salient, protocol, and this is the commit one. If you just go through the live preview, you're gonna have the same website I have over there, it will be there. But the catchy thing is, maybe you want to give it a try, right? You want to just see, because this kind of things is built in top of the very good layer, especially in the production build. You're gonna have it and then you're gonna learn a bit more. So maybe you want to try, but if you want to get the template, as you see, you need to pay as a one time around 100 reals. If you want to get full access, you need to pay around 300 reals. And for this template, as a developer, I will not waste the money. So what I'm gonna do, I'm already having those entire things from there. I just get that in my repo. So for you people, I'm gonna pass that repository for you, and also I'm gonna pass that through the Google Drive. As you see, the both link will be inside the description, that GitHub link, which will be this one. You can clone, or you can go through that link, you can download from there, and also you can download from that GitHub link, which will be in this link. So this both will be in the description for you. You can have that, and I'm gonna show you how you can use that GitHub, how you can clone from the GitHub, and then how you can actually make that a commit in your local repository, and then you can deploy in your Vercel the way I did it over here. So this is the overall thing. I'm gonna show you how you can do it from this scratch. So if you are with me till the last end of this video, you're gonna have this website in your arsenal, and to having this, you have nothing to do. Just stay with me. You need to install that Node.js in your application, in your local device, like in your machine, and also you need to have that Visual Studio Code by which I'm gonna run that, edit that entire thing. And to have that, first let's go with my repo. I'm gonna clone it. And by the way, if you go through that overall structure, there is also that theming and others is happening. So it's pretty cool. So if you just explore a bit, you'll understand a much more with that. So let's go to my repo. I'm gonna clone it. Let's open my folder. As you see, there is the zip one. If you receive from here, you will get that folder. So I'm gonna with that. So let's just open in my terminal, and now I'm gonna make that git clone, and so it's gonna clone it from that repo. Now let's cd with inside of that theme one, and I'm gonna open it inside my code editor. Even you are downloading it from the local Google Drive or others, there is no node module install any of it, so you need to install node module locally. So I'm using the yarn. So let's open my terminal. I will just add that yarn in, sorry, I'm using the npm, so I'm gonna make it npm install. If you're using the yarn, you can just type yarn and that enter. It will install all the dependencies, and also you need to remove that package log.json if you're using yarn. But if you're using npm, no need to remove anything. And as you see in the package.json, there is a lot of things happening over here. You see, this is gonna having that for that MDX.js for loader, that CLSX feed. If you go through just if you want to learn a more bit about it, what you can do, you can go to that npm and just type it. So you're gonna learn a bit more. Okay, you're gonna see how people using it. As you see, it's 11 million users is weekly download. It's so cool, because normally I'm not using that, so it's pretty cool thing how they use, especially in the production level build. If you have that is pretty sick. Okay, so as you see, is everything already done. Let's also run that npm run dev. So when it's giving a spinning in the local server, let's just explore. As you see, we have that MDX structure instead of Next.js. We're gonna have that also, but as you in the MDX, you're gonna see they have their own configuration. As you see, the Next.js is already there. So this will be for that markdown language, and now we have the node modules, and we have that public folder. Inside the public folder, we are having that font, predefined font, which they use in that structure, and also one fab icon. And in the source folder, we're gonna having that components, and inside the components we are having the button and all other things, feed provider, formatted date, icon link. So feel free to go toggle through all over, and you can understand a bit more, and you just see how the structures way they create it. So in the image sector, if you just go in there, okay, let's spin up in our local server. I believe it's already spinning. Okay, especially they have some image in the right side, so this image is in this folder over here. Then in the lib section, they're having that generated RSS feed, so this is happening in the lib folder. And now here in the pages, every single game is happening. So in that pages, it's pretty much the normal Next.js template. So as you see, we have our app.jsx where we are passing that layout, we are connecting with our styles, we are connecting that provider, all the provider theme, and also with that MDX provider, and we are connecting with that into our layout, and we are declaring the head, the title. If you want to change the title, you can just pass it over here. It is me. As you see, the title, it will be changed, it will reflect in the top. And now in our document.jsx, there's also the similar of that Next.js application, but interesting thing is over here, instead of index.jsx or tsx, we're having that index.mdx. That is the game changer, and that is pretty cool if you are using that. So now this actual right part is with that. So if you want to change something, like that's the one I want to change, the commit message suggestions, to having that it is me who typing, and as you change, as you see, it's reflecting over here. So that's the way you can change whatever you want. And also the sparkle icon is coming over here, and so every single thing you can feel free to go and check. And this one is for the commenting section, so this is the way they are giving that comment. So feel free to explore how the things it will be done. This is not a video to let you learn the MDX and others, because I don't want you to purchase that, want to use it. So I'm gonna giving it to free, and also I'm gonna show you how you can implement with that GitHub, and also deploy in the Vercel for having your website in your portfolio. That is pretty cool if you have those kind of things. You know, it's very rich when you are seeing on that. It's very rich written capable way. So now what you want, I want to change something over here from where I'm gonna change. So let's go back to components. You can see there is one file which will be intro, and inside that intro they are declaring all the icons. They're taking it SVG and then declaring over here, then the icon they are using in the lower level. So now if you want to change that, like if you maybe you are not a full stack developer, doesn't matter. So maybe you are a designer, okay, you're a web designer, so your web designer portion is over here. You can change each and everything. You can change the icon, how the icon is work, how the structure is happening. So feel free to toggle through and make the changes the way you want. So this is up to you. I'm gonna give you that, and now it's your turn to explore it and make it more zigzag and do whatever you want. Okay, and now how you gonna get it? You already get in your local machine, but if you just go back to just open another terminal, Also in the from which portion you are downloading, if you just put that git status, you're gonna have this showing the changes in the local server. So this git is already connected to my GitHub over here, because we clone it from here. Even you download, you're gonna find that it's already cloned. So to avoid that, you can do two things. You can either go to the actual folder over here, then you can remove that, just delete that one .git, it's gonna remove that one. Or what you can do, you can go to your code base and then you can just type that rm /rf then space .git then star, and then just hit enter. So now if we just put that git status, and as you see, this is out of the box. Now it's getting all my local things over here. So now how we can connect that one? So let's put git init. So now we are initializing the git over here. So now it will be available to overall structure. And also remember, whenever you put git init, by default may not be that .git ignore be there, because we need to just bypass all the node modules, because we don't want to pass it through GitHub, because it will be very heavy. So now we have that. Let's go back to our GitHub. We will open another repository. We need to have that GitHub account to create a repository, and now it will be like Tailwind test, and I'm gonna keep it as a public. So create that repo. So now let's see what it's saying. First of all, I'm not gonna go with that. I'm gonna just connect from here, git remote. So let's put that git remote. So I'm connecting my, now this local structure is connected with this overall structure in the internet in my GitHub. So now if I just make that git commit, because previously I have been added, so oops, initial commit, okay, oops, I believe okay, maybe I didn't add that git add dot to add everything over here. Okay, previously I have not, I didn't add that one. So now git commit, initial commit, and we need to pass this command over there, git push u origin main. So I'm running over here the master, so I'm gonna pass that origin master. So now it's gonna push everything out to GitHub from here. Okay, it's done. So let's go to over here, and if we just refresh, we're gonna see we are having everything. So now we need to connect those things to Vercel. So if you just go to the vercel.com, you can just open your account with if you having, you can connect your account with GitHub, and then you can log in, or you can go with via your Google account or email account. There's a lot of varieties options there. You can choose anyone to just pick your account. So now I'm gonna add a project, as already is connected to my GitHub, so I can see all the repository over here. This is the one we initiated, Tailwind test. So I'm gonna import that repository. And by the way, you can change the name over here. You can change the directory, which directory you want to choose. I'm just go with the default structure and just hit the deploy. So now it's gonna start that deployment. And by the way, once we are pushing on that our repository, remember we actually bypass all the node modules and everything. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna install all the single things from there, and then it's gonna create that a production build over here. As you see, it's getting a blessing fast. And if you are having any error message, it will highlight if it's YOLO coming with YOLO. So that's not a problem. It will be avoided, because we can also avoid the .next directory. As you see, that one we can also put in the git ignore because it's not mandatory over here. But if it's coming any error with red flag, you need to go through the editor, and then you can need to modify that one. As you see, we are passing that one too. We are in the last stage over here on the deployment. And now everything is done. We are head back to our dashboard. So let's go to our dashboard, and in the dashboard we're gonna get the link by which we can, as you see, tailwindtest.done.vercel.app, and over here we can have our application at live. As you see, we changed that web designer, and as you see, this framework, this motion is also working, and everything is working pretty simple, and also is giving us that responsive design. Wow, that's cool. So we are getting everything. So actually this video is just having to give you this application. If you just add it in your portfolio, you just try to go, don't just make that simply dump it there, just try to modify it, you know, how the design pattern work, how they make that light is happening, just explore a bit. Okay, so that's the way I'm giving you that one. But in our future video, I'm not gonna give you like that, because what I'm gonna do from the template portion, this the one in the protocol, I'm gonna make a video on it with that. Oops, not to get the template, to make it live, because I'm planning to make a video on that, how to make this entire project. So based on that theme, you see, that is actually the one of the good one. You can have lots of authentication. You see, there is the design. So I'm planning to create another video on it, how we can actually make these things happen. So to have you the idea, because we're gonna also use that MDX, this portion I'm gonna use that one. So to have you an idea how the things actually happening, how you can do it, so let's learn a bit more about it. So in our next video, if you are with me yet, you're gonna have this entire build with, not that one, this one, with from the scratch. We're gonna start from the beginning till the end. We're gonna do it. So feel free to get this one. So the link, it will be in the description. Then try to implement that one, and also to explore a bit, and yeah, it will give you a very good access on how the things is happening. We'll see you in the next video with a good one.